Warriors Unite! Back with another episode of Mega Warriors 2 and the 1% Club. Hope you guys are doing well, my friends. Hope you guys are conquesting yourselves, conquesting things around you under God's purposes. Haven't done one for about a week or so. A lot of business stuff going on, but I'm gonna try to kind of do more often. I know if you guys have asked for more than one a week again, I'm gonna try to do a couple a week at least. And I'll probably try to do one every couple of days if I can. It's just a matter of trying to get this business stuff done, and we'll go back to what I like doing is these tapes. So I enjoy doing them, so I'm going to kind of keep doing them as long as you guys like them. And again, thank you guys for the donations, the likes, the comments, all those great things I've been saying for years with us, and I appreciate that a great deal. Let's do some shout outs here before we take our topic. This topic we're going to have is the effect of negative energy on semen retention. This is Blackpillaudrius. Thank you, Blackpill. But anyway, let's go to some shout outs first. TruGarner, thank you, my friend. Jon the Dawn, thank you. Alexander Murray, 111 days. Congratulations, keep it up. Geodu, thank you, my friend. Aries, thank you, my friend. Jennings, thank you. Christink, thank you, my friend. At 47 Roku, thank you. Funny Animal World from the UK, thank you, my friend. Hello in the UK. Tekkenlegacy, thank you, my friend. Johnnie, thank you. Volk, thank you. MK Hole, thank you. Colin Crawford, thank you. Vel 2.0, thank you. Oleg from Lithuania, thank you. A shout out to Lithuania. Lewis Spiritual, thank you. Biscuit, thank you. Jojo Aces, thank you. Cameron Vaughn, thank you. Chauvinistpsycho, I like that name. And Alvin, thank you very much. All right, so at the 2-minute mark, let's talk about this topic a little bit. This is the effect of negative energy in semen retention. Now, this is from Blackpillaudrius. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that a lot. Let's talk about this in terms of relationships. Let's talk about this in terms of women. Let's talk about this in terms of semen retention, all the things that we need to kind of cultivate to be that high value male. Now, what is the final goal that we're trying to achieve with all of this? Obviously, we want to get closer to our Lord, your creator, the spiritual type of ness that we talk about. The longer you're on retention, the longer you're keeping your seed, all your energy, all your nutrients, all your vitamins, everything inside of you that God has given you, the closer I believe you can connect to the Lord. It also allows you to detach from a lot of things that are in the material world. And part of that detachment is, of course, women. And part of the detachment is this negativity that a lot of people have in the real world out here. I call it the real world, but the spiritual world is really the real world. The other world is kind of this fake world, the matrix we see. But they want people to be sad and hopeless and give up and depressed. So they're going to give up and lose all faith. And that's the whole key. They want you to go away from your God, your creator, that you have faith in, to go to satanic, the devil, whatever you want to call them, that really professes more of the negativity that you have. And so the negativity comes from that type of energy. Now, why is this important, talking about negativity and energy in semen retention? Well, as we know, the whole focus on semen retention goes back to your energy level. When you are practicing brahmacharya, sophism, celibacy, and you're transmuting this energy throughout your body, you are gaining energy. You're not losing it. You're losing energy by releasing, whether it's having sex every night or whether it's just looking at a picture or a photograph or the computer and going ahead and just releasing. You're losing unbelievable amounts of energy that you have, which makes you that man, that masculine male that we need to have. And females, of course, can do this too, but they also have, during every month, they have this period of time when they don't gain, they end up losing, testosterone, different things, and they more of the feminine estrogen they have than they do the testosterone. So women have a little different type of situation, and obviously not being a woman, I can't really talk about that as much, but we can talk about the male part of this. And the male part of this is important to look at is the fact that as you look at retaining, you're gaining energy. You're transmitting energy. Now, the important part of this, and what women, for instance, are attracted to, they sense your energy. Now, this is very apparent when people interact. Now, you may not see it, because our eyes only see certain things. But when you talk to somebody on the phone, you get a feeling from them based on their aura energy you're perceiving. Even something like Twitter or Facebook or X, whatever you call it now, and Facebook and all these other types of things, WhatsApps and Tinder, you get a feeling of a person based on their energy. Now, you can call it instincts, you can call it reading the room, whatever you want to call it. But you're able to see, you feel this person. And you can tell the difference between an upbeat person, positive person, and negative person. Now, when you are holding your energy in and transmuting it, you are no longer depressed or anxious or worried. You have a calming effect that leads to peaceful attitudes. Once you have this peaceful attitude, now you've gone from a negative energy to a highly positive energy that becomes very attractive. Now, women may say, this is great looks, and I get this 20 times a day now. Attractiveness, handsome, and I'm 63 years old. But this is not really the looks necessarily. I believe I attribute to a lot of this stuff to the energy that you feel when you're retaining, which is not something I did for many, many years. And so I could tell a big difference on how men respect you more. Women tend to, they admire you, they like you, they're attracted to you. Now, I'm not saying you're going to have those haters who are jealous and things like that. Of course you are. That's just nature of life. Some people are not going to resist that energy. But they feel that energy. It's a positive force. It's a positive force. And this is where it comes into your superhuman force that you have. And now you're able to accomplish anything. You're almost like the James Bond character in many ways. You're taking chances. You're witty. You're charming. All of a sudden, you start getting those behaviors because you don't fear anything. You can say what you want to say. You're not scared of rejection whatsoever because you have a calming factor. You know that God is with you. And the longer you're on this, the more you know God is with you. Now, in contrast, when you look at negative energy, this is what happens when you are down, depressed, feeling like the world is bad, you're a loser. None of these things happening are positive for you. People also sense this. And the funny thing with this is that as you portray these negative traits, even though you may not know it, and most people may be like this, people will reject you instinctively because your net energy is so negative. And what contributes a lot to this from the male side of things is the fact that they are releasing energy, whether it's through sex itself, whether it's through pictures, masturbation, whatever it might be, they are releasing. And so now they're losing more. And I know I went through this. You get depressed. You get more anxious. You get more scared. You're on edge all the time. All these things happen because you're releasing, and now you're weaker than you should be. And a lot of these other things that did not bother you before are not bothering you now. And a person gets turned off by that when they see this because they see negative energy all over the place. There is so much negative energy running around that a person who has positive energy stands out. This is why we talk about the 1% club as that club who basically can stand out. Those men stand out. Those women stand out because they have that aura, they have that personality that people like to hear because this is the person who's strong. Their aura is strong. They're able to sense that this is a person of value. This is a person who knows where they're going. This is a person who has a lot of strong strength, and that person will be followed by all people. Women will love this person, want to be with this person, want to sleep with this person, want to get validation from this person. Males will respect this person, admire this person as well. This is that James Bond character. Now, Bond could, he does his own thing, and obviously, we don't really want to go ahead and kind of focus on losing our energy. But in a sense, that character has a lot of the qualities that you will get when you go ahead and retain. And that's because you become a fearless type person because you're retaining. This is a big difference that I learned over time. And I think that Blackpillaudrius, thank you for bringing this up, because this is what happened to me. I was very depressed when I was younger. Thoughts of suicide, thoughts of different types of things, creeped in. Family structure was not very good. And so when I was younger, I had a lot of these issues. And on top of that, I learned to release all this kind of stuff, and going down the wrong avenue, people trying to tell me, be happy this way, be happy that way. And it was all this blue matrix that was just wrong. And so it was all wrong. And so I became more depressed and more things like that. And you get to the point where you've got to really take an analysis yourself. One of the best things I ever did when I was in my 20s, and now I'm 63, I had to go back and analyze everything about me. And I kind of figured out I was causing 99% of my own problems. Now, I still did not really kind of get back into the right direction until I read that book, The Fountain of Youth by Tekkenlegacy in 1998 when I was in my mid-30s. Then I started understanding things much better. And obviously, I'm at the point now where I can understand it better, and I've been on a long streak of almost 1,500 days or whatever it might be, to be able to say, okay, I understand now what's going on here. I understand how life really should be compared to what I thought life was back when I was younger. And so this is why I do these tapes. This is why I try to help as many people as I can out, because I've been through those bad times. I understand it. I understand what happens when you're releasing or when you're involved with people all the time, and all these things can happen to you. And so I understand the other side of this, when you have happiness and you're peaceful and you're not afraid of anything and you have faith in your creator, all these things I can understand. And so now when we talk about this, now I cannot stand negative energy. I used to be the epitome of natural negative energy. I always joke with my students that I was in one of these clubs called the negativity club, and it's almost like people want to complain all the time, right? And they complain and complain and complain. They eventually kicked me out of this once I started getting some help, and I saw the difference between what I should be and what I am now. Misery Loves Company was the name of the group. It's kind of a crazy name, right? Misery Loves Company. Well, of course, there's lots of people out there who have no clue that their mental attitude is so wrong, but because other people have that same mental attitude, they're going to be miserable. And so all I do is complain. And they can't really stand somebody who is actually positive. Now, I was in that club for a long time when I was younger, but I realized that was self-destructive, and I wasn't gaining anything. I was actually losing a lot of things. And so it wasn't until I started changing little by little that all of a sudden now things changed around me. And when I changed my attitudes, then all of a sudden other things changed around me as well. So what I'm saying then is that as I became stronger in brahmacharya, as I became stronger in meditation, in praying and faith and controlling myself, self-control, no liquor, no gambling, no drugs, things like that. All of a sudden, as you become stronger against that stuff, you become a lot more positive. Your energy is positive. And women, they sense it right away. They sense it by the way they look at you. They can sense that energy a mile away because it's so rare. I mean, it's almost like bolts of energy walking around. But here's a bolt of energy who's keeping their energy, who's 10 times brighter than other energies. And you and I may not see that, but we sense it. And other people sense it right away. They are attracted like a moth to a flame to that sort of energy. And so if you cultivate that positive energy when it comes to retention, and you cultivate that strength, that high masculine strength, I don't care what the movements are saying today. I don't care what these people are talking about. women will respect you and admire you, and you're not putting up with their nonsense, you become a strong male. A male they can depend on to protect them and provide for them, and they will be happy. And they will be someone who, as we talk about it, they will submit to you as you submit to them in a relationship. Because men are givers by nature, but women also have to give in a relationship, as we talk about all the time. And it's a giving relationship. But if a woman doesn't respect you, she's not going to give you. And most of the time they don't respect you because you're not that masculine male. That's why we see a lot of cheating going on, all kinds of other stuff going on. When women don't respect, they become bored, they don't respect males, and you should never be chasing females. If you know a female likes you, that's a relationship you can look at, because the female is the one making that choice. And if they like you, they're gonna stick with you. Now you have to make sure you become that masculine male. Be positive. Do not be negative, even if your situation is bad. But the more you practice retention, the better your shot you got. So we talk about this. Again, thank you for Blackpillaudrius talking about this. The effects of negative energy is just so unbelievable. I've had years of that, and I realized the difference between positive and negative. It's almost like a self-fulfilling expectation. So the effects of this go back to, if you think, it's almost like Aristotle used to say, what I think is what I become. If I think negative, I think I'm going to lose, whatever it is, sports, business, women, you're going to lose. If I think positive, then I at least have the idea that I'm going to try to find a solution. The difference is it directly related to you changing behavior right away? No, but it changes your attitude and frame. Now you think all things is possible. Now you're going to keep trying. You're not going to give up. The other end of it, if you think you're going to lose, why try? And subconsciously, it may not be conscious, but subconsciously, you stop making the effort. And this is what happens all the time. When you don't think you have a chance to win anymore, you kind of let up. That's what you should not be doing. But if you have that mentality that you are positive and always going to win, you can change that. So it affects your outcomes on things. It affects your dating situations, of course, because no one wants to be around a negative person. They want to draw to it positively. It can affect your health. You get more stress, more depression, more anxiety. All these things are negative types of effects because of negativity. But where does that negativity start? It starts with you not being at full strength. And most times and not for males, it's because you're losing your energy. You're not strong enough. And as you become strong enough, you appreciate yourself more. The other part of this, guys, is to realize that you are a great person. You're not a loser. You're a great person. Because of that, you can then go ahead and use that motivation to become stronger and better all the time. This is a key, because if you don't do that, you're going to go the other direction. You got to fill that void with something. You fill that with faith, hope of faith. Fill that with energy. Fill that with possibilities, setting goals, achieving goals, and you'll be on your path. Do not allow negativity to get in your way. Brush it aside, push it away. Focus on people who are positive in your life. Don't hang around negative people. Focus on positive people. Achieve those goals, and you'll see yourself impressing people and moving along very well in the long run. But the key to this whole thing is keeping your energy, right? Keeping your energy, keeping that force within you, and allowing that to transmute throughout. And you're able then to accomplish those goals and things that you want. All right, my friends. Well, great job from Blackpillaudrius. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that a great deal. Great topic. We'll do another one soon, and it will be sooner than a week, my friend. So I will get back to you soon. We'll do another one probably in a couple days or so. But always keep that positive attitude. Don't be negative, but keep that retention in your forefront of your mind. Use that as your foundation. All right, guys, until next time, 2 things I always leave you with. 1, every day is a new day to a great warrior. And this is what I'm talking about, being positive. Every day is a new day. A new day you need to capitalize on and become the best you can be. Carpe Diem talks about a great new day every day. And second, my friends, this is a battle. We know it. We know it, but we can win every day in the battle. because we've got to continue to battle on! Take care, guys. Have a great night.